Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. A little bit different video for you this morning. We're just going to talk about the FMP Super League, a competition that I am putting together mainly as a thank you to start off with for my Patreon support during sort of like 2020. Spent a lot of that obviously on furlough and stuff, so their support has been pretty vital, and also an opportunity for a lot of these competitions that kind of go on in the sort of like the FM community are based around creators and stuff. This is a competition. If you're a Patreon on the channel, you have a copy of FM21 that you can play. You have a little bit of time each week to play a match. There's no reason why you can't get yourself entered in a competition. Alright, so I'm going to explain a little bit about the Patreon, how the competition is going to work, what I need you to do during the competition for it all to run smoothly. And yeah, that's it. If you are interested, links to the Patreon down below. If you want to ask any questions in the Discord, links to that down below. Put in the comments, hit me up on Twitter. Entirely up to you. But without further ado, let's get into explain what the FM Super League is all about. Right boys, so this is how it's going to work. The Super League is going to be based around sort of like a European Super League. Each person will be given a draft pick. So how it's going to work is I'm going to rank it. I'm going to be bottom rank. I'll get the last pick available. How it's going to work is it'll be judged on firstly what tier you are as a Patreon member, and then secondly how long you've been a patron for. That'll rank. I've literally got 24 patrons I think at the moment. Not everyone is going to enter, some just like to support the channel anyway, but it'll literally work out, we'll sort out a draft pick from 1 down to whatever the number is going to be, me at the bottom. First person gets to pick any European club, and so on and so on and so on. And then depending on how many teams and people we get entered, we'll either have one league, which will include sort of like playing everyone twice, home and away, league format, with a sort of like a playoff Super League sort of like playoff system at the end before we get champion. Or if we get a few more people that are interested in joining the league, then we'll look at having 2 groups. Basically, I'm looking at sort of like a league of no more than 8 and 10 teams with a sort of like a playoff system to sort of like round off the competition. Now, I know what people are going to say, that it's not really fair that it's just for Patreons, and I can totally get that. But from my side, this was meant to be a thank you. I've actually gained sort of like 4 or 5 Patreons in the past week just purely based on having this competition up and running. If I just opened it out to my subscribers, I would imagine there would be well over 100 people entering. I just don't have the physical time to organise a competition on that level, along with running a channel and having the boy with me full time. So if you can't afford it, if you can't afford Patreon, or you don't want to be a Patreon, that is totally fine. It's a way of me sort of like gaining a little bit of extra revenue on the channel, and also saying thank you. The idea with Patreon is that you give extra perks out, and this is one of the perks. No matter what Patreon level you get the opportunity to be involved in the competition. So that's kind of how the league is going to work. This is what, if you are interested in entering, this is what I need from you. Alright, so the first thing, obviously, you have to be a Patreon. Something that I've had to run alongside, especially because I don't have Twitch, it's become a real important part of, especially the last sort of like, since lockdown and furlough and stuff, has been a really key part in keeping my head above water. So I offer different perks. These are the perks I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so there's the list of patrons starting from $1.99 a month. Obviously, any of those levels get you in to the league. So if you just purely want to get yourself entered in the Super League, all you need to do is become a Trek Bronze member at $1.99 a month. It'll charge you from the day that you join, and then it'll charge you every 1st of each month. So the next payment would then be 1st of February, 1st of March, etc, etc. They're the tiers. As you can see, as you go up, they go up in price, but you get more perks with each additional tier. Okay, those are the tiers. I don't really want to speak much more about it. Those are the tiers. Let's talk about what else I need from you for you to be able to compete in this season's Super League. Alright, so number 1, obviously, need to be a Patreon legend. Number 2, you have to have a copy of FM21. Now, the competition does run on Touch. However, it needs to be the PC version. So if you buy a full copy if you get a full game, FM21 game, obviously you get a free copy of FM Touch to download onto your PC. So if I have FM Touch on my tablet, that won't work. If you've got it on Xbox, that won't work. If you've got it as it out on Switch, I imagine it's out on Switch as well, that also won't work. It needs to be the full game in order for then you to compete with other people. I don't think there's any sort of like cross-play between devices and stuff. It needs to be the PC version. So that is a key. I imagine a lot of you have the game now and have the full game, so there you go. But I know there's a couple of Patreons that are just playing it on Xbox, one on Xbox, one on Switch. Them guys unfortunately won't be able to enter. Number 2 is be in the Discord. Links down to that in below. If you haven't got a Discord or you don't know what Discord is, it's basically just my little online community. It's classed as a server, but I suppose in old school terms it's a bit like a chat room where lads come in, we share stories, I post videos, and also we discuss players and just general chat, stuff about the streams. There's going to be a separate part in there for the Discord where you guys will record your results, you'll post screenshots, I'll send out fixtures, updates. You can then chat one-on-one with guys that you're playing for the week, so you can organise game times and stuff. So yeah, that number 3, being the Discord, is an absolute key. And then number 4, what you need to do is you need to be available to play 1 two-legged fixture per week. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have game weeks. In that game week, I'm going to give you 1 opponent, 1 fixture to play, and then within that, you need to play the 2 games, home and away, or wherever it's going to work. I'm not sure if I'm just going to set it as neutral venues yet. I need to work on that. All the rules and stuff will be ready for when we start. But yeah, so basically, you need to find an hour of your time. By the time you've kind of got into the game, it would be an idea to preset, get your tactics and stuff set up as well so people aren't waiting. I'm going to set up things like game speed, highlight mode, rules if the game crashes, things like that. Everything will be set up perfect for you, but you're going to have to allow no more than an hour of your time to play a fixture against somebody. Now, it may be someone in America. We've got a couple of guys in America. I've got one down in New Zealand, one down in Australia that I'm hoping will get involved. Sean in the mixer. So there may be times over the course of the week where you may play a different sort of time. It'll be up to you and your opponent to arrange a kick-off time, a start time to get that sorted. But if you fall sort of like 1 game week behind, as long as you're prepared to catch up and play 2 games the following week, I haven't got much of a problem. You have got 7 days. I know how much you guys play Football Manager. I know surely at some point during the week or during a 2-week block, you can get yourself 2 games in. So if you fall behind a week, or you know that you're going away for the week, or you're going to be really busy and you're struggling to sort out a game time, not a problem. Alright guys, and that's it. As I said, Patreon's not for everyone. I totally understand that. I may do something on a giant scale in the future where we look at doing some kind of, it'd have to be a cup competition, like a European Cup, like knockout competition. We may look at that for you subscribers, but I'm not going to promise that because it would be a lot of work and I would need multiple people to get in, people that I trust in the community as well, to sort of like help me to get that going. But it is something that I've maybe thought we could do maybe later on in the year. So that is it. Be a Patreon, have FM21, get in the Discord so we can sort of like, you can send screenshots and we can keep you up to date, track people down, arrange your fixtures, and be able to play 1 hour a week, 2 games. It may not even take that. It may take, by the time you've got used to sort of like how FM Touch works, 40 minutes in game, bish bash bosh, done. We're looking at a time scale of what I said. I'm looking for you to play between 8 and 10 league games, so that's sort of like a couple of months with the playoffs. We're looking at a 3-month sort of like competition, which isn't too long. It's a nice setup to see how it is, how it works, and then from that we can tweak it, we can make it better, we can make it bigger, we can even make it smaller. But yeah, links with everything down below. Catch me in the Discord if you want. Patreons already, you guys that are already Patrons, I need to know if you're going to do it or not. And I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Links to everything down below. As I said, if you want to ask any questions, leave a comment down below. You can even get me on Twitter, Discord links, get yourself in the Discord anyway. Yeah, just ask any questions and I'll answer them for you. Alright guys, take care. Hopefully see you. Can't wait to get this started. I need to think of a prize as well. It'll probably be some kind of FM Trek Nike merch shirt that I'm looking at getting sorted, so it'll be something along those lines, probably with a trophy as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching, take care, see you later.